with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. On 3rd down, Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A phrase we said a lot last year, Ryan to Jones for a Falcon first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. To the running game, it's Freeman. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Ryan. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Jaguars will take over at their 20-yard line. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl, but 3rd MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
All the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999? Where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brooks Reed able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground at the 28.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Here we go now.
Shotgun now for Bortles. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down and 8 to start things out. Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down.
Here we go now.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year, and they totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
On second down, here's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Julio Jones is off to a monster first half, but still, can he reach what he did against the Panthers in 2016? Didn't he go for a cool 300 in that game?
On the dot in week 4, 300 yards. Oh, Matt Ryan had a pretty good game, too. Threw for over 500. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. And that'll set them back 5. So the penalty by the offense, and now they face a 1st and 15. Now Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On second down, Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Ryan. Finding Gabriel, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Taylor Gabriel, 46 yards. And the Falcons are in for 6. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
To return it is Corey Grant. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jags taking over on offense here in a second. And what a season, Charles, it was for Jacksonville. Some people did like them as a dark horse coming into the year, and they really responded.
Heard recently at one of the, all-star games, college all-star games, a scout saying, well, heck, haven't they been the dark horse for the last 5 years coming into the season? And he seemed a little bit bitter, so I'm going to let him go on that one. But the point is well taken. They had been building towards this. Really good drafts, really supplemented in free agency. And, yeah, they were a dark horse, but they played awfully well. 11 wins, 2 more in the playoffs. I think right now they'd love to get Allen Robinson back at wide receiver and add another playmaking tight end.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds just a yard or two shy of the 30. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fournette, a first down carry, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Bortles to throw on second down. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Grant. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. From the gun, it's Bortles. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lee. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So on fourth down, Doug Marrone going to send out his field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses have we talked to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they've wanted to.
Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
They'll run it again with Fournette. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go. Clock running as Bortles hurries to try to get his guys set. Play action. Now it's Bortles.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
Bortles to throw for it on 4th down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he's got some space here.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. So after the INT, it's Bortles finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be a 2nd down. Here's Bortles to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And he fires one, but incomplete. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. A decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Calais Campbell in there to get him for a loss of 5. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Coleman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully, that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And on 2nd and 10 now. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know, all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
To throw on 3rd down. Ryan got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. Powers through. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Freeman again. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And when these two are clicking, Ryan and Jones, and we've seen multiple hookups here in this one, usually their offense is clicking, and that's why they're winning.
Yeah, they tend to follow what those two do. They set the tone for either a good day or maybe a tougher day. And right now, we're seeing an excellent game because those two are finding each other. Doesn't matter where on the field, they're making plays.
Back now in Jacksonville. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jags. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Bortles will try again on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Bortles. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Blake Bortles simply cannot keep putting his team, putting his defense in these types of predicaments. He's got to take care of the football.
And last season, a lot of the turnovers, just like this one, in Jags territory, 11 of the 16 really put them in a tough spot in plus territory for the opposition. Coming left, it's Freeman. And he's got room. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here's Bryant for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. Play clock winding down. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Bortles. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
90, left.
On first down, Bortles. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
Now Bortles. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And he'll go down at the 28. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here we go now. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
This is a question of who wants it more. Easy to get stuck behind all the big bodies, but you've got to find a space and fight forward for the first down.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Bortles now on first down. A throw left side complete to his receiver Westbrook. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now.
Blue 45. Ace.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Bortles got to have this one. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons are close to finishing off this football game. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Again, they'll run with Freeman. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Coleman. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Jacksonville, good night, everybody.